Hey everybody, it's Last Robokai here, and it's more Nioh. I'm joined by Cool Guy, and this is the wrap-up of the first DLC. We're doing a couple of missions for various sort of things. None of them have absolutely any importance towards the next DLC, which is going to be a fucking clusterfuck, and I love it. But these are still fun missions, and they do give you a little bit more insight into the characters. Particularly this mission, Date Masamune has said, "Hey, yeah, like my ideal form of training is that we capture a big, fierce, angry yokai, set it loose, and then I go fight it, and it will try to kill me really, really hard, and so I have to fight for my life to defeat it, and that's the best way to train because it's an actual battle to the death." And it's just like, have you ever considered you might be a little too intense for this setting? I'm just gonna put that way.
I mean, yeah.
We're going to go for a walk and we're going to do exactly what he has suggested. We are going to go out and find ourselves an extremely wild, rabid, and angry yokai to beat the piss out of. And
Not
here it
the
is.
umbrella.
No, it is. Look at this. This guy's just going to fucking humiliate me for a good,
holy
for a good
mother
5 minutes.
of God! Yeah, this guy is jumping around like a flea on a hot brick.
You probably didn't even notice it there, but I got knocked on my ass and actually did an attack where you flip to your feet swinging the Odachi. I very rarely use that attack because it does leave you a little bit open. I did it by accident.
You very rarely even have the opportunity to use that attack.
And I missed anyway, so it was just like too strong. I was just like, man, this episode's starting strong. I'm getting owned by an umbrella. Good times. Just gonna walk back here for a second.
Like how he saw you, and it was just like, yeah, walk away, and then you actually walked away, and he shot anyway. He's like, stop and I'll shoot, and you're just like, don't you mean or I'll shoot? And he's like, I know what I said.
Oh dear. Yeah, so I'm still reeling from how like Masamune fucking.
You just sort of dumpstered the dude.
Yeah, he's never done that before. It's really confusing. Luckily, there is like a later, like in the, I think it's in the first DLC. We'll fight him in like the dojo area.
Yeah.
He should then, even if like he doesn't show off his stuff, at the very least I could just reload the mission and show it off again.
Yeah, I was gonna say like with a fight like that one, you're absolutely going to have a rematch. Like that is just how this game has set itself up.
There are some fights with some enemies that we've never seen before in the subsequent DLCs. I think the third DLC has got the most characters that we'll have never seen before challenging us to fights.
Rude.
It's gonna be quite fun, actually. Those particular fights, both of them, are pretty goddamn great. So you can look forward to that. Thankfully, you won't have to look forward too long because like every single one of the DLCs is like you've got a major stage, you've got like a major secondary stage or two, and then you've got a final stage.
Yeah, get out here, nerd.
That's not good. Slamming people in the face with chests, that's not good. Give me treasure.
That's not good, but he apparently thinks it's amazing because you copied him.
I once had probably the funniest sequence of attacks in a game where I managed to dodge an enemy attack by going into the animation to open a chest, but it was a Tanuki chest, or a Majina chest, and then it hit me. So, like, it hit me in the chin, so it sent me flying back, and again the enemy attack whiffed. So basically getting knocked around prevented like a really angry, I think it was a Namahage, from ever actually hitting me. It was probably the funniest things I've ever seen that I've never actually recorded, because it was like my first time playing through the stage, and at that time I had no idea that like I had played so little attention just my first time playing through that I didn't know that like the three bars were for the chests, and I didn't know that you could whistle to reveal them. I just had paid so little attention up to that point that it never occurred to me. So just going to show that even look at haha, you can't damage me.
Well, good double doggo for eating the grab, I guess.
was a bit ridiculous, wasn't it? I've actually got a trait on at the moment that makes it so that like when I come out of living weapon, I get healed as well. So,
freaking, I think that's what we call a frame perfect trick there, buddy.
Yeah, I didn't even think that was possible. I'm getting so much mileage out of this thing too. Because now I'm
murdering people and they give a fair bit of Amrita back.
Yeah, one of the things though is that there are diminishing returns on living weapons, so you can't just sustain it forever if you speed through the level fast enough. Like you'll eventually just be swinging far more than you like for far more loss than you can get for gain from killing things.
I'm kind of sad about that. Just like you start tripping on ghost meth early on in the level, and just so long as you hotline Miami that MFer and just never stop murdering, the ghost meth never goes away.
Pretty much. That area always confuses me because it's like it looks like it should be an area that we should go and like hang out in and things like that, and you never go out there. So I don't know if that was like part of the original design, or they just thought it would be a really good idea to make something that kind of looked like an area. Put a few boxes in it. See, that's the part that upsets me the most. Is I can't roll into the boxes.
You can't roll into the boxes like that. That's the only reason why you don't simply dismiss it as scenery. It's because you have got to go destroy those damn boxes.
Maybe someone who does speedruns can show me how to get out there so I can rub my face on those boxes.
Frickin', you remind me of those cats who play Viscera cleanup detail and burn all of the barrels. It's just like they told me to clean the area. Now it's clean. It's just like you're supposed to stack those. Like people actually use those. They're not a frickin' they're not a frickin' bag of potato chips.
Well, I'll have you know, I do it properly when I play Viscera. I put the barrels in the boxes where they're supposed to go. I just roll into all the boxes here.
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do with them, so I'm willing to accept that.
Yeah. Sorry for everyone for me standing here. I didn't realize I stood here for just quite this long, but I was being grabbed and asked a few things. If I realized it was actually going to take this long, I would have done something. See, like in my brain, that was only a moment when it actually happened. But then I'm like, oh, okay.
If that's the biggest mistake we have for this DLC, I'd say we're doing incredibly well.
Well, the video is still under half an hour, so I'm not exactly worried. But it's just like this auto awkwardness as William just goes, you know what? I'm not going forward anymore. I ain't doing it.
He just had some space out time. Every so often you need that, all right? It's fine.
Yeah, we all need a little break sometimes. He was just thinking about all those boxes he didn't get to roll into and was sad. A little tear falls down William's cheek. He goes, I wish I was beating up the Spanish right now. An actual non-red kappa. We gotta get that.
Yep, that dude has to have his shell swatted off.
Oh. Just when you thought it was safe to get into a fight, it was not safe to get into a fight. Yep. He's just a red one. He's not like one of the blue ones that were up there.
He still has a gun.
I guess blue means that they're like Date clan. We will encounter red wearing Namahage in the DLCs coming up ahead, which means that they are Sanada clan. Boy, that's gonna be fun. Oh man, I am so looking forward to showing all that off to everybody. As great as this level is, the first level of the next DLC is I'm just gonna hype it up as much as possible.
I mean, I can't blame you. That was quite the reveal we had at the end of the last episode.
Yeah, we did mention Sanada Yukimura is an extremely beloved figure in Japanese history, in spite of his in spite of the fact that he essentially is the biggest loser of the of what's coming next. That's no big spoiler.
Kind of the frickin' equivalent of Glass Joe. Like he's been fighting forever. He's always in there, but damned if he has a real habit of losing.
I wouldn't say that. He only ever lost the big one at the end. The Sanada family, basically, like I said, have a long string of absolutely humiliating clans larger than themselves. Although that was largely could be attributed to Yukimura's father. It's still rubbed off on his son incredibly well, especially for the Siege of Osaka. And it is Well, there's a reason why the Siege of Osaka went into, like, is, like, noted in 2 seasons. Summer and winter. Because the first time, Sanada Yukimura fucking whipped everybody's ass. So, and we're gonna see how he did that. It's no spoiler to say that he's going to be doing something that absolutely clusterfucks everybody's existences out of order, and he's doing it in such a way that you can't help but love him.
Yeah, I must have been confusing him with one of the other that
yeah.
Okay, hello, Wheel Monk.
No, Sanada Yukimura is beloved because he stood by his principles. He lived by them. He lived strongly. He lived powerfully, and he basically went out like a champ. He went out fighting. He went out in a really cool way. And at no point whatsoever did he try and do it in any particularly underhanded way either, which is kind of funny considering the Sanada clan were very good at doing that to people. They were just so good at like making you go into a certain direction, and then oops, that direction was like a tar pit, and now you're getting your shit wrecked, and you can't bring all your forces to bear. And oh, you're trying to retreat? Yeah, we had that cut off too. Have fun. Again, it's always worth pointing out that like the Sanada clan managed to get one clan to build them a castle, and then basically used it to troll the shit out of that clan, and then 2 others. And like consistently just double crossing everybody, to the point that you wondered why they just kept falling for it. And I think they all just kept falling for it because they thought, I'm not gonna fall for the Sanada clan's tricks, and the Sanada clan immediately makes them fall for their tricks.
I never thought that the Sanada clan would trick me, says man who engaged with Sanada clan trickery.
Just like even like the story of how the Sanada clan settled themselves in Sekigahara, which I have to hold myself back to talk about all the funny things the Sanada clan did during the Sengoku era. But even that is like a general indicator of just how slippery they were. Like they're the ultimate hilarious survivors, and it's really funny that like of all of them, the one who's remembered as one of the greatest warriors of the era, one of the like most resolute, strong, honorable men of the era, was like a member of that clan. In fact, the son of the man who spent most of the time just humiliating everybody.
Yeah, he used what his daddy gave him in the
he learned
in the best way he managed. Like, can't hate that.
He learned at the foot of the master, and he definitely displayed it.
All right, I'm concerned. Like, I have concerns about all of the graves around here.
Oh well, you know, this is the end of the level, so naturally, you thought we were going to get through a DLC without having an Onryoki thrown at us. Okay, let's buff up. Here we go.
Suppose this does seem like the sort of thing that frickin' Date Masamune would be like. Yeah, this seems like a good warm up.
And of course, as you go through, other yokai spawn as well. But I did it so quickly because I mean, come on, we've seen this guy 100 times. We know how to defeat him. Like they don't even get to stand up before it's over.
Not even just that. We've also seen how chaotic these things get if you try to go slow. So you might as well just power straight through it.
Yeah, full speed ahead. Yeah, so that was the first of the
simple
missions.
enough.
Yeah, but we've got 2. Well, we've actually got 3 more missions, actually, which is funny to say. We're going to be next. We're going to be getting that rematch I promised after the first DLC episode where I kind of like clonked the boss, sort of sensing a bit of a pattern here. This time we're going to take it a little bit slower, make it a little bit better in a Cursed Doppelganger. Which Date Shigazane is like, hey, everyone's saying they're seeing me like running around Tono in demon form again, which is weird because I haven't actually been near there, and I definitely haven't like left, and I definitely haven't turned into a demon again. Can you like go find out what's going on? Because I'm a little worried what happens if I did go there while something that looks like me is going around.
That would be great. Just like, hey, I'm here to restore my good name. Which one is the evil one? The one with the
it's the
centipede
two
arm?
Spider-Mans pointing at each other thing again. It's just except it's like one's quite clearly a giant centipede demon and one's not. But everybody else is all the cops are just like,
I can't tell them apart.
Which one's the real Shizane?
Because all of the locals are basically the civilians from EDF.
Just out of place. All right, let's fight him. Just showing off how quickly the talismans, the slow magic just wears off on them in this DLC. Because there was a real thing where everyone was like, yeah, you can beat any boss you want just by slowing them. It's fine. So I decided what I would do this time is like, you know, fight him legit, but like make use of all of my tricks and everything just to make sure that that I lived. But also that I could living weapon towards the end once we saw enough. And yes, he does throw both.
Louise.
He throws swords out of his back at you, which is really great.
Why not?
He's got like
those are some great combos too.
Oh, the flow of his moves via the tail and the centipede arm are so good. He's got loads and loads of like just attacks, and like that's what I said. It's like not showing them off last time. I felt a bit bad about it, but now we're seeing them. And also how he moves when he just like lowers himself and crawls.
He freaking goes onto his belly and crawls when he needs to close distance. That's great.
Yeah. So this is, like I said, this was the centipede boss apology boss.
Good Christ! Drop that log!
Yep, and I've immediately, I actually, in anticipation of me dying repeatedly, I actually maxed out that particular ninjutsu and equipped all of it, so I've got 3 of them.
Okay, so you've got 3 logs.
Yeah, 3 lives so long as I remember to use them again afterwards. Yeah, there we go.
I also just love the sound design behind that. Like, all of the moves he makes with his centipede arm just sound like rocks falling. Just slam!
I'm like, what the fuck's over here? What are you guys... How many people just got chased into a corner and died?
Yeah. Specifically that corner, too, because, like, there's... Like, that's not a special corner.
Nope, they've just been herded into that corner and killed those things.
I don't understand. Like, I don't know. My initial thought is, honestly, that's just like a loading bug or something like that. And just that it actually is supposed to look like that, like the entire freaking arena.
No. Yeah. So we've just finally crushed that last bit of demonic power. Spoilers, no, we haven't.
Yeah, it was literally saying, "I can't die yet." It's just like, okay.
And now we've got Bovine Demon, which is going to be taking us back to the Golden Hall in Chusan Temple. And this is Minamoto no Yoshitsune. We talked about how the Minamoto clan basically slapped the shit out of the Fujimara clan. Well, Yoshitsune actually sort of went and hid out with them for a time because his brother, half-brother, I think it was Yoritomo, who ended up being the one who was in charge of everything, is basically sort of entered into a bit of a rival with his brother, didn't want Yoshitsune getting much in the terms of power, and ultimately, you know, killed his family and then eventually killed him. And like Yoshitsune is seen as one of those really endearing tragic tales because he was brilliant, he was devoted and everything like that, but it all came for naught because his brother did everything he could to ensure that he got no power whatsoever. And and so yeah, and I think he did die in Fujimara territory when the son of the man who had originally been giving him hospitality sold him out. For whatever reason. Whether he actually died there or not is a subject of conjecture, but that's basically like death.Japan at this point.
Yeah.
It's like, did he actually die? Don't know. Was he a body double? Don't know.
mean, the thing, like, and the reason why there's usually a lot of these. Oh, that's gonna be painful. The reason why there's usually a lot of confusion about this sort of thing is because it was very much a tradition that that there would be official records of somebody's death if like the authorities had their bodies and so forth, particularly if they were nobility of any stripe. I mean, that would like that sort of funerary rite was incredibly important. And sorry, I just completely blanked there for a moment. That sort of funerary rite was really important. So its absence is also something that is really problematic. Oh God, of course he is.
Because Benkai was one of Yoshitsune's companions, and he, you know, his death is also like one of those really sort of famous moments where he defended a bridge while Yoshitsune escaped and died standing up.
Yep.
Which apparently is something that could happen if your body was filled with that much fucking adrenaline. Rigor mortis would kick in so quickly that you would, you would essentially be, you would essentially die standing up. You would have to have a ridiculous amount flowing through your veins, but I think a fight like the one Benkai was engaged in would probably do it.
It's not. It's yes, but it's not adrenaline. It's cortisol. Cortisol is the stress hormone that is one of the primary reasons why people feel stiff, like after getting really stressed out. And if you're fighting like a demon on a bridge like that, yeah, you're gonna be pumping cortisol everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So, medically, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah, so that's where the Benkai die standing up thing comes from. It's one of those funny little embellishments, but it's actually entirely possible.
Entirely possible, exactly like the guy who gave everybody nightmares. You know, that is completely 100% reasonable.
Yeah, and that's that one. So we've only really got one left now. This is such a short episode for all the fights that are in it, but they're all such sort of relatively.
They're
quick
really
fights.
good fights, though.
Yeah, and this one is a really good fight because we're going to be fighting two people now. We are going to be fighting the retainers of the Date clan.
I'm really just sort of sad that they gave us something called Bovine Demon and we didn't walk away with some stakes. Like I feel like we got cheated out of that.
Yeah, I'll admit, like I said, the Minamoto stuff. Yeah, the Minamoto stuff I'm not so up on information-wise. So I don't actually know why they reference that as the Bovine Demon, but you know, maybe someone else can tell us.
I just really want a steak now. That's all my comment is. I just really want a steak.
This is going to be an interesting fight. Like, this is going to be a clusterfuck. I'm just remembering everything that happened during this fight, and it's all fucking Shigazane, who is in human form, by the way. We will not be fighting him in demon form in this mission.
Like working anybody in with Katakure with the way he's constantly using consumables is going to make this thing very complicated very quickly.
Yeah, so which is why my plan is basically kill the boy first.
Yeah, like geek that guy first, 100%.
Geek the young one. You see that Odachi he's got with the beautiful centipede design on the scabbard? I want that on the sheet. I want that
that's
so
it.
bad.
That's the one you're coveting.
Yeah, and he doesn't give it to me this one fight either, which is heartbreaking. So, if it was just like this, wouldn't be that big of a deal. He's got all the Adachi moves, he hits like a fucking truck. That's not too bad. I can handle that. It's this that's the problem. More importantly, it's this fucking move that's coming. That instantly kills me!
Whoa! You were even dodging through that, too!
It hits multiple times because the Guardian Spirit comes out.
Whoa!
Yeah!
Whoa!
Yeah. It does so much damage, and I actually forget to, like, I don't even get to re-equip it again. He just kills me.
Relax, buddy. How about you relax there?
I'm just like, what the fuck? Date Masamune couldn't do this. What the fuck? I'm just like, how am I gonna do this? What am I gonna do? This is gonna happen again and again and again. I need to
Oh man.
I need to think about this, and I was like, okay, well, first step, gotta get that shit on.
Gotta get Double Doggo back.
Gotta get my, gotta get. I don't like. I got a lot of Emerita back from defeating Shiganaga, so you know maybe I can come through this. I'm like, oh, don't use that. Use this.
I don't know, man. Like, this is the issue. Shigazane is like. He's really aggressive, and he's providing a lot of cover for Shiganaga.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my god, what is my life right now? I just need to hit him a few times. Game.
No. Oh, he wasted a golden opportunity.
Thank goodness. Shit, I'm like, just a little bit more, just one or two more love taps, please. I beg of you, just give me your Emerita. Okay,
give
now
me
we
living
can do.
weapon. It's there.
Now we can do this.
We can rock and roll.
Of
We
course.
go then.
Just gotta kill our way through this guy. Please be done. I don't care if you're far from done.
Come on! Oh, just barely.
Just barely. Okay.
All right.
Now he's in death murder kill mode, and I'm just like,
Yep.
oh Jesus Christ! Yeah, no, you get hit by the centipede, you fucking die.
That thing is not screwing around.
I'm like, okay, I clearly, he's like, he's
Wait.
used it up though, so it's like, okay, this shouldn't be too bad now, right? And I'm like, no, this is bad. Alright, it's time to do some fucking extreme panic menuing. Here we go, guys.
Panic menuing, oh my god!
Watch as I panic menu I'm like, no, okay,
Rock and
okay.
roll!
Okay, no, back into the menu, no, we don't want to be
Move,
there.
move.
Okay. Woo.
Yes!
Alright.
In we go! Time to stop playing around.
You're damn fucking right it was.
Yeah, that's that was our line.
God damn.
Menuing in the middle of a fight like that. This
in the middle of a fight, Rumperal forgot to stop menuing in the middle of a fight. Yep. And he just claps me. I'm just like, oh my god, why did you do that to me in front of the internet?
Oh man, just like
Worth it.
the hitbox on that thing.
It was gross. It was disgusting.
Oh,
and we will
man.
fight it again.
Of course we'll fight it again.
Yeah, but that's it. That's it for DLC number 1. The Dragon of the North is done. And next we move on to the Siege of Osaka. I think it's summer. I believe the first one was summer, and then winter.
All right.
So until then, I've been the Lost Robo-Kai.
And I have been Cool Guy.
And we'll see you next time when we step into hell. Sanada style.